Hey guys, my guess is that you stumbled upon this video because you want to see my summer must-haves. Or you just clicked it because you're bored. But I'm going to show you the beauty items that I feel are must-haves in the summer. The first thing I would go over for beauty in the summer is lotion. A good moisturizer for your face at least. So, this is what I use on my face, on my body. I use it on my face because it's hypoallergenic, it doesn't have any parabens, and it does not ever break me out. It's really, really gentle. It's the St. Ives Oatmeal and Shea Butter. Not the best smelling one, but it's just the one that I have, and it lasts forever. This pump is really awesome. So, moisturizer. Very important to keep your face and body moisturized in the summer. I also have the Vaseline Aloe moisturizer, which is really, really good. I only use that on my body. It's great after the sun. And also what's great after the sun for moisturizer is Hawaiian Tropic After Sun Lotion, which smells heavenly. It has like ribbons of aloe gel and soothing lotion, and it's I love the smell. It's coconut papaya. It just smells like summer in a bottle, and it makes your skin feel amazing after you've been in the sun all day. It keeps it moisturized, all that good stuff. So remember to keep your skin moisturized in the summer, and also use an SPF in your makeup, or remember to put sunblock on your face and your body before you hit the sun. So on that topic, I have another sunblock. This is a Hawaiian Tropic Shimmer Effect. I like it because it has a really pretty shimmery effect when you put it on. So it gives you protection from the sun, and it also gives you a very, very, very subtle shimmery effect. It's great for just your shoulders. I mean, even if you're going out at night and you just want a little bit of shimmer and you don't mind the smell, because this really doesn't smell bad at all. It's the best smelling sunscreen I've ever smelled. On the topic of sunscreens, for summer, I never really have to worry about putting sunscreen on my face. I only bring the Aveeno sunscreen for face specifically to the beach, just in case my makeup comes off. But during the day, if I'm not at the beach, it probably won't come off. It never really does. I never really get sunburn on my face. I don't remember the last time I got sunburn on my face. I'm probably going to jinx myself now. But I use BB creams with SPFs built in because foundations are really too heavy for me in the summer. I mean, in New York right now, it's a heat wave and it's 90 degrees, and I would never be able to wear like Revlon Photo Ready or Revlon Color Stay foundations on my face right now. It would be just too much, too caked up. It would probably melt off my face. So I just try to focus on good concealer and just a great BB cream that makes your face look healthy. It has SPF 30. This is my favorite BB cream. I used to use the Garnier BB creams, but they got a little greasy, and then even the oil-free one was weird. It dried really dry, and it smelled like pure alcohol, and it didn't have as much coverage as this did. Focusing on concealer, my two main things in the summer, concealer and BB cream. So when I conceal, I use two different kinds of concealer. This one I've been using forever, for as long as I can remember wearing makeup, I think. It's the Physicians Formula Cover Green Cover Stick. If you don't know about covering imperfections with contrasting tones on the color wheel, it's really, if you have redness on your face, use a green. It'll counteract the redness. So I go over any redness first with that concealer, and then I put my NYX HD Photogenic Concealer over it, and I put it under my eyes too. And this one is liquid, and I don't like any liquid kinds of concealers, but this one works really, really well, and when you pat it in, it gives really, really amazing coverage without looking like cakey and dry. It really just blends with the BB cream perfectly because they're both dewy. So after I've got my face all covered up and it looks pretty dewy and pretty moisturized, if you like the dewy look, then just leave it. But I like to mattify and set everything in. So I think that's really important in the summer for me. At least it helps it from slipping, since I don't ever use a primer because primers always break me out. So I just do whatever, and I set it with the Stay Matte Rimmel Powder. And I don't use this on my whole face usually unless I feel like I'm going to be out all day and I want it to stay, and I don't really care about my whole face looking matte. I'm going to get sweaty anyway. I usually just use it on my T-zone, so I dust it on my nose, a little on my forehead, and just the whole. But sometimes I'll use it all over my face. It's the best powder I found at the drugstore. So get that so my face isn't too shiny. And then another important thing for the summer is bronzer, in my opinion, because my face is not as tan as my body because I always wear sunblock on my face through my makeup. So I end up using bronzer just in the spots where the sun would hit, you know, the forehead, sides of the nose, a little bit of the chin, and a little bit of the collarbones. This one is by NYC bronzer. I love drugstore products, so most of my products are going to be drugstore, a little bit of higher end ones. This one is 708 Coney Island Glow in the Sun and Bronze Bronzing Powder. And it has strips of the darker color and strips of the lighter color, and it has a little bit of shimmer to the lighter color. So I like having shimmer in my bronzer in the summer. This is not in any order because I would obviously do these things before I put powders on, but these are definitely a summer must-have for me. This one's totally worn off. This is the Benefit Benetint. In the summer, I love to use this on my cheeks and then rub it in and then do the powder, because if you do it after, it kind of looks a little blotchy. Or I'll use it as a lip stain, and I'm big on lip stains in the summer, so that. And also the High Beam by Benefit for highlighting, and especially, I do that more at night, but, you know. I like lip stains because you can jump in the pool, and it's not going to go all over your face. I am a big lip stain person. I don't really like feeling things on my lips. That sounded bad. It gives a really pretty look, really natural stain to your lips. So as well as the Benetint, I'll also use this CoverGirl lip stain. It has a felt tip applicator. I think the color is called Adore. It's totally worn off because I use it to death. And in the summer, I really don't do my brows too much. I don't really like bold brows too much anymore, so I don't really do them ever anymore. If it looks like a bold spot, like I'll fill it in a little, but I don't really like to do drawing them on anymore. So I just set them with a little bit of clear mascara in the summer, and they're usually good. I won't really do much to them as far as filling in goes unless I really screw up. But if you are filling in your brows, I recommend for the summer to get a waterproof brow pencil or powder or gel, whatever, because it could probably fall off your face. For mascara, I really recommend using a waterproof mascara. You're going in the pool, if it's hot out, you sweat, it comes down your face. I use the waterproof Revlon Lash Potion. This is the best waterproof mascara I've ever tried, because for mascara, I am one for a little bit of thickening, but mostly separating and lengthening for it to look just mostly natural. I don't want to look like I'm wearing false lashes unless I'm going for that look, which is once in a while. But usually for a day-to-day basis, I'm just looking for natural, long-looking lashes. So I used to use the L'Oreal Original Carbon Black mascara, which I love that mascara in the original form with a non-waterproof form. But for some reason, I don't know if it's the regular too, but the Carbon Black one in waterproof, it wouldn't be very waterproof. It would come off under my eyes, even just in the heat, sweating, and it would just, I'd be like, I thought this was waterproof because it's like all under my eyes, like I'm wearing regular mascara. So yeah, and this one is great. It stays put when you want it to stay put, and when you want it to come off, it's not a hassle to get off, because it's why I never go for waterproof mascaras, because I'm like, I'm gonna be sitting there all night trying to take it off, and it's never gonna come off. But this one's fine. The other one's kind of hard to get off, so I would go for the Revlon. I love Revlon. Anything. I like to stick to cream shadows more in the summer. So my must-haves for eyes, as far as shadows go, are the NYX Jumbo Eye Pencil in Cottage Cheese, which is a disgusting name, but it's like a shimmery white color, and I use this as a base. I kind of just tap my finger on it because I don't want to color on my eye with the actual pencil. It gives a very sheer base to my eye if I just tap it on my finger. And another cream shadow I use is the Maybelline Color Tattoo. This is in Bad to the Bronze. This stays on when I go in the pool. So basically I just do this and then this in the crease a little bit on the outer corner, and it looks good. It looks looks good and it stays. So sometimes when I want to do it a little bit of extra, I don't mind using powder. I use my favorite palette. It's the Naked Basics palette. I use a combination of Venus and Foxy, so it's not too white shimmery. And sometimes I'll just do a little bit of Naked 2 and Faint maybe mixed together, the smallest amount ever of Faint, because it can be pretty pigmented. And just do a little underneath the lash line, open the eyes up, make them look a little bigger. That's usually for nighttime looks, or if I'm doing something special. If I'm doing whatever during the day, I'll just stick to the cream shadows, if anything. Another summer must-have is this Color Whisper. I really like the Color Whispers because, as I've told you before, I really don't like heavy things on my lips, and this is so light, so like beeswaxy. It's super light, really sheer, but you can do a couple layers and make it more bold. And this is in the color Orange Attitude. I love orange colors. I think they go best with my skin tone. Like cool tones don't really go well. I don't really wear silvers. I'm more of a gold wearer. So if I don't wear a lot of makeup on my face, my eyes, I always go with like a pretty color lip or a bright colored lip, and it'll look pretty. Just for fragrance, these are like the last things that I think I have. Pink Beach. I got this last year at Victoria's Secret. It's the Sun-Kissed Pink Beach Body Mist. Yeah. It just smells pretty coconutty. I'll do what every girl does in a YouTube video, is spray and then pretend I choke on it. It smells really good, and it's good for summer. I don't really wear it too much in the winter just because it's so much of a summery fragrance. It's Pink Beach, come on. And the biggest thing that I wear in the summer is just oils, fragrance oils. This one's called Egyptian Goddess. And you just go like that, you know, put it on your arm, and then you smell like an Egyptian goddess. I think I had a lisp there, I don't know. And I just keep a mirror in my bag just during the day because